Hey guys, Thunder here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss my other videos. Today, we're back in The Sims and we're building, so let's get to it. Okay, so we are building on the lot in Willow Creek where the Blue Velvet usually is. It's a lounge. I have decided to make it into a toy store. Just because I kind of want Willow Creek to be more of a family thing, and I want there to be plenty of things for the families to do. Now, I was playtesting this throughout the process, and I can get my Sims to buy the business just fine. I can get them to run the business and have other people buy the stuff inside just fine. However, when my Sim goes with or without an owner of the store, when my Sim goes to just buy something, it does not work. And I actually did a little bit of research, and it looks like this is an ongoing issue from possibly Horse Ranch Day, like from when they first put Horse Ranch in. So yeah, I don't know about anybody else. I even tried to have my Sim go to the stores that the EA built, like the ones in Magnolia Promenade, and it still would not work. So my Sims just cannot seem to be able to go to any retail store and buy anything. I still like the idea of having a toy store here, but I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, they'll fix that issue soon. But Horse Ranch has been out for a while, so yeah, but it looks like I'm not the only player experiencing this issue. Hopefully, though, it will get fixed soon. This will be available for download on the gallery. My ID is the Narrow Shadow, and it's going to be called Oaken Toys. I just kind of felt like it'd be fun, since I called the library Willow Family Library. The diner that is next door is Creekside Diner. I just thought it'd be fun to kind of stick with, like, with a theme almost, and it just kind of seems fitting to have oak as part of the name. So yeah, but we basically have the shell built right now, and I went in knowing that I had put this off until I could actually get the storybook nursery kit, because I really wanted to use some of the items from that. So I recently got it, and yeah. Also, going back to the retail store not working, I'm hoping that maybe something with Businesses and Hobbies can help it. I built this before it was out, so I'll have to tinker with it and see if maybe, just maybe, something from that pack would help. But as of right now, it looks like you can still own the toy store. You can still have people buy things from you at the toy store. You just cannot go to the toy store and buy something. And that's kind of really frustrating, because I felt like it would be fun to have a store like this and be able to go and have your Sims take their children for birthdays, or go and buy a birthday present, all of that. And then it just did not seem to work. But as far as the build goes, we are coming along pretty well. I did use that one sign from high school years with the monkey. I thought that would be cute, as like maybe it's a little mascot or something. And then just trying to figure out about windows. This was a hard one for windows, because I kind of wanted it to still fit in and everything. And I actually love these windows from Eco Lifestyle. I tinkered around with a couple of different other windows. I do end up going back to those in the end, though. They were just, honestly, they were just like the best fit for me. But I do right now, I'm going through and just putting in a couple of bathrooms, because like I could not figure out the windows, and I wanted a break for a minute. And then I decided to go back to the windows. Like, I left the ones in the front because I was like, okay, these should be fine for what I'm wanting. So let's just go on to the side of the building. And I got this one from Growing Together. This one right here is just a plain big old window. And that's kind of what I wanted, because if you're running a store, you kind of want people who are walking by on the outside to be able to look in and everything. And this is where I put those 2 windows back. And I'm kind of just keeping majority of the windows like white and neutral colors, just because of the fact that I want the color to be the walls and the toys and things. So yeah, just trying to figure out what other window I wanted to use. I think I end up going with one from Love Struck. I want to say it's from Love Struck. I'm not totally certain though. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, it is from Love Struck. I go with this one. And I just kind of place them. And then this one in the middle would not place right for anything. So I'm just going to go around and place them everywhere around the side. And they're not evenly placed. I don't think I realized that that was happening when I did it. I just kind of put them somewhere. And yeah. So I'm just kind of placing a few around. Then I'm going to go back and fix these at the back. But yeah, there's still some gaps, especially along the one side. And then up front, I just figured maybe the stained glass window, but it just felt so out of place that I do end up going back later on and replacing that. But right now, I'm just going to put in some subtle saucer lights, and I don't actually change these. I don't really feel like the lighting needs to be like a feature or anything. And for the most part, this build stays pretty open. Like, it just stays pretty open. I do end up sticking to like more of a pastel color theme. I just really thought that the pastels worked the best, especially for like something like a toy store. I do have these like base game blue banisters, and then I'm going to get the matching fencing to go around this upper part. I thought about this one, but yeah, I ended up just going with the matching, which is honestly a little low, but the upstairs is more of like for children and teens anyway, so yeah. And then just putting in some doors. I do have the 2 bathrooms, and then the back room, I was thinking that that was just going to be a storage room. So honestly, this is like just going with paint now, or wallpaper I should say. I do end up using the one right here from For Rent. I really just thought it was like the pretty pastels that I wanted. And I ended up going with, I want to say it was pink and green. Right now it's going to be blue, but I do feel like I end up going with pink and green. So, yeah. Just getting the paint everywhere though. And then sort of realizing that I never did anything to the roof of this back room here. So, but I do end up making that pink. And yeah, and I fixed that. That was poking through. And I kind of just wanted one of the walls, but it wasn't really wanting to do that for me. So, yeah. And then just going to go through and draw this one. And then I'm just going to like make it a little bit bigger. I mean smaller, not bigger. Smaller because it was a little high. And then just going to put that. I kind of just like the idea of the half walls, because of the fact that I could use a platform, yes, but the platform trims are not that pretty. And then just going to get some different texture on the roof. So just looking through my options, I really like this darker option. That's just from Base Game. And then honestly just going to put some white trim around the half walls, just because of the fact that I just felt like that kind of fit with all the other accents that we had going on. And yeah, so that's really pretty much the outside, but that's me replacing the window. I kept looking at it, and the stained glass window just did not seem right. So yeah. And then this is me going back and redoing all the green, basically. Because I just felt like I had done the diner in blue and yellow, and I didn't want 2 blue builds right beside each other, because this is for my my legacy save that I've been working on. So yeah. And then just kind of looking to see if maybe purple would fit better, but I kind of really like the pink and the green. So yeah. And then we're going to work on this bathroom. I used this tile from Love Struck. It's just a very generic one. And then for the flooring, as far as Love Struck goes, or not Love Struck, for the bathroom flooring, I used this one from high school years. It actually, the color-wise, it fits pretty well. And then I used this Eco Lifestyle hexagon flooring for the rest of the place. And then just going to do wallpaper. Honestly, the back room just needed a white wall. And then this front room, like the rest of it gets like pastel pop. I did use the pink and blue upstairs, and then it's green and yellow downstairs. So, I really like those colors, and they came in the nice pastels I wanted, so yeah. Then just starting with the bathroom, it's not going to be anything fancy. It actually, both bathrooms get shrunk a little bit. So we're just going to put in a toilet, a sink. I do grab the changing table for an infant in case you want to bring your infant Sims here. It is here. I don't think I've remembered to put toilet paper in though, surprisingly. But yeah. Yeah, here's the changing table. I just now realized though I don't think I put in toilet paper. I do grab a mirror. And I grabbed the one from high school years. Yeah, this one right here. And then I go to the debug of, I think it's Get to Work. And I grab the paper towel holder and the hand sanitizer dispenser. And I put those in, and then I just add a trash can. And both bathrooms kind of mirror each other. If you want to, you can always go back and add in a toddler potty as well to the bathrooms. And I'm just kind of pulling stuff out I thought I would use. But you could add a toddler potty, and you could go back and add in the toilet paper. So, but I think this is over 100,000 on the gallery. I'm not certain. So yeah, just looking, and I kind of passed them a few times. And then the bathroom, like the other bathroom, I kind of cut out that footage just because it is the exact same. I'm just pulling these same items over. So, and I was just kind of fiddling with the mirror and the sink, just like, okay, will this work? And like I said, I did put in a trash can here, and I do put a dumpster out here. And this storage room will actually shrink, so there ends up being 2 dumpsters out back, not just the one. And then I just decided I didn't really want the mannequins. This is a toy store after all. It's not for clothing or anything. So yeah, this is me shrinking this. And then, yeah, like I said, I just kind of felt like a smaller storage room would probably be better. So that's where I went with that. And then just going to grab a second trash can. I mean, if you're doing rags to riches, that's a good idea to have those dumpsters. It's a woohoo spot, so lots of different places, different things that it could be used for. And then just grab, like I said, grabbing shelves, and then just different boxes and things to have back here. Honestly, really just a lot of different supplies and things that I think that they would have. I put in like some extra toy boxes back here so that they could always move them. Put in a couple of extra other items so that they could move them. Like I said, just a lot of stuff that kind of makes it look like a good storage room back here. I did put in the decoration box almost as if it's storage, and then these like present boxes, I put them in like almost like if they offer gift wrapping options. And again, just kind of filling out the shelves with different things, like different toys and things. I thought about putting a dollhouse, but it was just so big, and I just did not have the room for that. So, I do put out a few, like, nifty knitting things, and just a few things here and there. None of the nifty knitting things, though, ended up in the front of the store, because of the fact that it, when I tested it, it sold for 0 simoleons because it's technically debugged. I think if you want to sell those things, you would have to have your sim make them and then sell it. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the storage room. And like I said, I was just kind of experimenting throughout, and I kept playtesting different options and things throughout. So for the cash register area, I do use these mint green counters from Dream Home Decorator, and then I just put the cash registers. I do have 3 because it's a pretty big store. So just for like realism's sake, I guess. And then I did put out 3 tablets because maybe they're going around the store and doing different stuff. And then I put these stools, and I had no idea if if it would still work. I put these stools right here I think that's from the bowling pack, but I just like the colors. I had no idea if that would still work right. So I did go and play test that, and they don't actually use the cash registers. And then I'm just kind of pulling out some of these items from Get to Work. But yeah, like I said, they don't actually use the cash registers to check out. They kind of go over to the person and have a tablet that they use, so that will work. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, because I want to put some stuff in front of this window as if it's a window display as you're walking by. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just taking 2 of these tables, and I think that these tables are from Eco Lifestyle. Yeah, okay. These are from Eco Lifestyle, and like I said, I'm just kind of smushing them together. So yeah. And then I kind of just move all of this stuff out of my way and upstairs, because I'm going to be working downstairs first. So I didn't really want those in my way. But yeah. And then just kind of going back downstairs, I knew that I wanted like some dollhouses and infant stuff. And like, this is the toddler and infant level. So I'm putting out like the play mats, and at first I was going to put out like a few different colors of each play mat. But then it was like, no, I don't really want to do that. Maybe just showcase 1 or 2 and be like, okay, there's other color options. So I did grab this like little pedestal thing, and nothing would really ever slot to it. I think that they're supposed to be for mannequins, but I did test it. Even if you raise something up and put it on these pedestals, you can still sell the stuff off of them. So there's like 3 different sizes. 2 of them are like just squares, and one's a rectangle. One of the squares is higher than the other, but yeah. So honestly, I was thinking maybe one of the like big stuffed animals could sit on there. No, they cannot. I think that these are supposed to be for the mannequins, but as I said, if you raise them up, you can still sell the stuff, because I did test that. So it was fine by me. I ended up raising up, I think, dollhouses and some other items on them, so yeah. Just looking through to see what I can do. Like, I was just like, okay, does anything slot to these things? And it was just like, no, okay, well. And then I was like, okay, well, we'll just put the dollhouses in front of here. But I really wanted the dollhouses to be, like, raised up so that you could fully see them. So I'm about to get to that in just a moment. Just going to put out a few more dollhouses. And yeah, just kind of getting the stock up. And I don't know if it works I don't know if it will still happen when you download it from my gallery, but I did go through and I think I set every item that was supposed to be for sale, but I'm not completely certain that I got everything. So yeah. Yeah, this is me. Like I said, I play tested and it worked. You could sell the dollhouse from there. So that was fabulous. And then I was like, okay, well, let me raise a couple of these. Like, if it works for the dollhouses, surely it will work for these. And I'm just going to raise these up. I end up changing these pedestals to the little square ones just because they kind of fit better. And yeah. As you can see, I'm fiddling with that one rectangle so much, and it's just very hard. They weren't floating, but it was very hard to kind of get them to line up, because the squares just kind of, they don't snap together, but they just kind of went into place better. So yeah. And then I decided, well, maybe this would look better if it was just over here, because you can't really see it. Maybe this is the old model and this is the new model, and then just putting up a couple of pictures. I don't know if Sims can buy the pictures, because I obviously did not test to see if every single item could be bought. I just kind of was like, okay, well, if I raise this up, can it be bought? So I'm not certain that every single thing can be bought out of here, but I feel like it's okay even if it's just for decoration. So just putting like a couple of decals on the wall, and then just kind of looking for other stuff. I found this, and I'm not certain which kit that's from. It is from a kit, but I'm not certain which one. So just kind of like I said, these are from Tiny Living. Just kind of putting a few things around and then just going to put the pedestals over here for this dollhouse, raise it up. It's just kind of like a similar process for each of the dollhouses. There was really not much else I could do about that. And then one more time, but this corner back here does not have dollhouses. It has Blarfies. And this is where I kind of decided to change out the ones for the 2 play mats. I just felt like this would be better. So, yeah. And then this time they were floating, so I did have to go back and just put them down a smidge. They're not clipping or anything, so it's fine. But yeah. And then, honestly, there wasn't much else that I could, like, it's just about really putting in stuff at this point. So I'm just putting in these butterflies. I really like them. And then just kind of decorating the walls with different things. I did learn that some of the things I put on the wall you could not put for sale. These you can. But this one that I'm about to put here, it's one of those lights. I think it's from the Party Essentials kit. This right here. Then I put one on this back wall. They cannot be put for sale. I didn't know that until I was going through and putting stuff for sale. But I kind of still like the looks of them, and they kind of match the vibe that we're going for, so I left them. And then just next to that, I'm just going to put a couple of Void Critter decals, and like I said, on this pedestal, it's going to have like 4 of the Blarfies. It's going to have the bunny that is an unlock from, I don't know I think it's from collecting all the eggs. Then this Yeti one, that's from the little campers kit. They did not appear to be floating, so I don't know if your Sims can actually buy that Yeti because it's like in the back corner, but I feel like it's fine. I just put in a bear and a dinosaur, and then just kind of adjusting things. And I'm going to keep adjusting everything as I go. And then just a rug for the front part. I put in the pastel, like tie-dye-ish version of this rug from high school years. I thought that would fit the vibe really well. And then we're just going to put some stuff on this table. At first I had everything facing the wall, but I ended up going back and putting a couple of things to face outward because they were hidden by the wall. So, like the little mascot dude from high school years and then the ladybug, I do end up putting the other way just because it just didn't seem right for it to be facing the wall and you can't even see it. So yeah. And then I'm just going to go over here and put some other stuff. I got this robot. This is kind of where I decided to place, to like face them outward because they're covered by the wall anyway. So just going to put in this like stuffed animal. And then honestly, this dinosaur is just too cute. So I did decide to put in the giraffe. And I did put it in the rainbow colors. I love the rainbow wood. So yeah. And then just going to put in a few other toys. I put in this like little balloon lamp. I thought it was cute. And like I said, just going to put in a few other toys and things. Some of these like little almost Funko Pop looking dudes. Yeah, just putting in some toys and things. Just trying to figure out what to put in without it being like too much or too cluttered or anything. So, yeah. I really wanted some of the other stuff to work, but it just didn't. And in the storage room, I did put in some of the toys that you could get from Journey 2x2. They're not actually set for sale. Like, they're not on sale anywhere. So, if you did want any of, like, those toys or some of the other toys that I did not put, go ahead and change out some of the toys. I think some of them maybe they're twice anyway. And then I really liked this shelving unit, so I did put 2 of these back here, and I just load it with toys. Like the little dinosaur, like the handheld toys that the toddlers and children can play with. So I just loaded it with toys. I felt like that would be probably for the best. I don't think I got all the toys in the game. I did not put that alien out from Strangerville. I did not put out like the little armadillo from Strangerville. I don't think I put out the helicopter. Like just certain toys I just did not think to put out. So yeah. And then just kind of rearranging them and changing up colors and things where I could. Not all of them could be changed colors. But I feel like a lot of people may not know that some of these, like the dinosaur and the bear and stuff, have different swatches. Like, I feel like people might not know that, because for a little bit I didn't know that until I got to playing around with it, so it was fun. Like I said though, just rearranging toys and put them in different colors just to kind of show a bit of variety, because everybody sees like the default color, but not many see the other colors that are available, so I really wanted that. And then back here, I kind of did put some more pedestals, but those are going to move. I put 2 on each side. And I put on the one just a few different blocks for toddlers, because that was one thing that I had not covered yet. I don't put in the slide for toddlers, but I do put in, like I said, the blocks. And then on the other one, you have those 2 doctor kits, the one with a baby doll and then the one with a teddy bear. Although these don't stay here, I do end up moving these and putting different stuff back here. So yeah, these 2 are back here, but you cannot change the swatches on those after you place them, which was kind of sad. Because honestly, I had no idea that it had a different swatch. So yeah. But I do end up moving those to either side of the stairs. And like I said, this kind of just evolves a little bit over time. It was just kind of like, okay, what do I want to put in? What do I want? I'm really happy though with how this toy store turned out. I really do. I really did end up loving it. And yeah. So it's just a lot of fun. Like I said though, I'm going to put in some other pedestals back here to put some other things. And I ended up putting toddler potties because, I mean, let's be honest here. It's a toy store, yes, but you're probably gonna have that on sale too. Like that's a toddler essential. So just putting in like 4 different types of those, and then just really gonna get like some art for the back wall. I cannot remember if I put this on sale. I don't actually end up going with those 3 things. I ended up going with this item, which if I didn't put it on sale, maybe it's just pictures that people have drawn for the people. And then I was saving frequently throughout this because I was really liking how it was turning out, and I did not want to lose anything. I did not want to lose my progress on this. So yeah. Really just kind of trying to figure out what to put up here, and I did decide to go back and add the toddler tents to either side of the registers. It doesn't block anything, and it still seems like everything is fine there. Like I said, it just seems like an overall bug that you cannot go to retail stores and do anything because of the fact that I even took out my mods. So yeah. And then just kind of pulling out some things. I really wanted the toy boxes, but again, kind of low. And I really just wanted them to be up a little bit, so just going to put in a few of them, but I wanted to be able to look at all of them. So I put this toy box, and then I think on one side I'll put a violin. On the other side I did put out a scout board as well. But on the other side of the toy box I'm going to put the unicorn Blarfy. So I can't remember everything that I put in here. And then on this side, I'm going to do that again and put another toy box in the middle. I think I put another violin on the other side, just a different color. And then the block thing on one side, and I think another Blarfy. I think I put the dog one. So, but at this point, I was kind of getting more of a feel for how I wanted it to look. So it was kind of going a little bit faster. And yeah, and then I just kind of wanted one more set of this. So I was trying to rule out certain toy boxes. Okay. And then I got it down to those final 2. And then I decided on this one just as sort of a plainer option. And I kind of just put it in the classic like black and gold. So just trying to figure out what I wanted to put on either side. I do end up going with, I really would have loved to have used this one, but it was clipping through the wall no matter what I did. So I did go with this fairy bear unicorn one, and then I went with the other bear one that is in like the crow's nest. This one right here. I just thought that those were cute. And yeah, just again trying to figure out what else to put out. I did put out a couple of science tables, and just wanted to get a good variety of things. And then back here, I did put out these 3 tables. They have like the school supplies type things. One of them has like backpacks, one of them has like those snack bags, and then one has like the journals and then some books and things on them. So right now that's what I'm placing out. I'm just kind of placing everything, and then I'll go back and change the colors in a minute. And really just trying to figure out what all to put back here. Because like I said, I had toddlers and infants pretty much covered downstairs. We don't have much for infants, so it wasn't that hard. But for up here, it was like, okay, well, there's only so much that we have for kids before it starts kind of getting a little repetitive. And yes, I did put some of those journals like not perfectly straight, just because I figured people were probably rough, like picking them up and then just putting them down. And I thought that would give it a more realistic look, really. And then back here, I was putting out these arts tables, and I just did not like them just sitting against the wall like that, so I decided to put them like this. However, they don't actually stay back here, because I do end up moving them to the front, and just kind of having like a kids zone at the front and a teen zone more at the back. Again, saving is imperative if you don't want to lose your progress, and I had done a lot by now. Just kind of trying to put out a couple of these puppet theaters. I never use these things. And then I was kind of like, okay, well, I kind of have all of the kids stuff pretty much covered, so what else can I put? So I did put a chess table. It does move, and this is kind of where I'm like, okay, well, what am I doing here? Because I need, and then I was kind of figuring out that the windows weren't completely symmetrical. But it was like, okay, this will work up here. And then back in the back, I can put other things. But then it was also kind of like, okay, well, I need to put something else over here. I put the Don't Wait the Longer game. You would think that that would be fine and that could be sold. The chairs are set for sale. The game table is not, because it wouldn't let me set it for sale. Over here, though, I'm just putting in a couple of bookcases, and then I did put in these 2 Blarfies just for the more supernatural of children. I think that's how best to say it. And then, honestly, I was kind of struggling over here trying to figure out what I wanted to put where. And, yeah. Just trying to figure it all out and trying to come up with things. And then I did go back and add these 2. Because, like, there was this big spot right here that I just could not figure out how to do anything for it. So I just kind of put in a couple of these gaming mats. And I really liked how they looked. So I do move this chess table over here. And then I put out a couple of other options. And then, honestly, it was kind of like, okay, well, I'm thinking, like, this is like the logic teen. The teen who really likes logic and does well in school and everything. And then I was like, okay, well, then we have a musical teen. So we'll put out a few guitars and a microphone and the keyboard. And then just kind of trying to find the keyboard at this point. I kept scrolling past it. Like, I just could not find that for anything. And then just kind of changing up, like I said, changing up colors here and there. And just sort of trying to make it seem like a good showroom. And then it was like, okay, well, now we need our crafty teens. So I put in a couple of easels. I put in the one from the Artist Studio kit. And then this other table is from that. Just putting in, I wanted that paint splatter rug. And that is from City Living, but it took me a little bit to find it. But I do end up finding this from Nifty Knitting. And then I put in a few paint cans, and I think all of that is set for sale. So, yeah. Like I said, I was just, I thought it was either get to work or get together, but then something told me, okay, well, check City Living, and I found it. So, but that is not set for sale. You cannot set that for sale. But I did put out like the 2 different knitting boxes that we have, the cross stitch box, and then just kind of trying to figure out what else to put. I did put out this the gem crafting table from the Crystal Creation Kit. That went to the side of these stairs. Again, I was just trying to figure out what else to put. I put out a few of these like little marble jars for your kids. It just felt like that would be fine. And then I kind of saw this like little mushroom dude, and I really liked him and thought he was cute. I thought about putting out one of the hamster void critter cages, but I thought against it. And then just gonna go and pull out a few other like trinkets and knickknacks. I pull out the little llama, the bunny, the penguin, the heart guy, the axolotl, the little dog, all of that. And then I just kind of went and got a couple of tables. I was going to use those 2, but I just really didn't like them. So I did end up using these. And then just kind of placing everything on top. The bunny would not place, so I kind of just put him. Or maybe he did place and I didn't realize it. I don't know. But this dog, I did not like where it was placing him, so I just raised the second one up and then got rid of the first. And then just going to go through and change. These things have some beautiful swatches on some of them. I really like the mushroom guy. So, yeah. But there's that. And then over here, I'm going to put out another table. I was thinking about putting out a rug, but it was kind of like, But I do end up putting out a table. And I do this for a very specific reason. I wanted to put some computers. And those are set for sale. I never put in the toddler tablet. Like the little Wabbit tablet. I did not put that in, but there is 4 different computers and a tablet up here for sale, so yeah. And then over here, I was thinking, okay, so we have Crafty, we have Logic, we have Musical. I did not put in any video games. I figured that's more of an electronic store type thing, but you do have the computer, so technically you can do video game sims from that. But then I was like, okay, well, what about gardening? So I went and I grabbed like a bunch of gardening supplies. I grabbed the flower arranging table. I believe that's it anyway. Might not be it. It might just be like a regular table. But I'm pretty certain that that's flower arranging. I've got like 4 different pots. I grabbed the bonsai tree. I grabbed a lot for this. So I just really wanted to be able to have a good variety of stuff available. And honestly, that was all that I could really think to put inside besides like some pictures here and there for sale. Again, I don't know if your Sims can reach these items too, because they're behind other items. So I don't know if your Sims can actually buy these, but it was a good premise nonetheless. This one is from the Pastel Pop Kit. Over here, I do put in one of those Space Game like jazz pictures. And like I said, I just kind of was putting pictures in different places, just trying to figure out where else I could put them and it kind of still fit in and all that. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now, just grabbing different pictures and different. I did find a place for this big one, which I liked, and then I was able to like look back here in this corner. There was nothing there, so I did put another set of pictures. And then I really wanted to use this one, so I put it in between the 2 puppet theaters. And again, I believe I got all of this set for sale. I am not totally certain if I did. It was a lot of stuff to set for sale, but I think I did. And then just moving to the outside, the front is pretty simple. I really wanted the, there's 2 certain planners that I really love to use, and it is the ones from, I just passed them. I could not find them for anything because I was looking for them in a certain color, and that's not the default color. Right here. These are from Get Together, I believe. I really just love those. And then over here, I just kind of put some of the flowers from Romantic Garden. So this is not a limited pack build, but yeah. And then just trying to figure out what else to put in the front. I kind of just liked the 2 flowers on either side. I don't think that the owners of the store are really caring too much about the landscaping. And then I kind of just wanted all the flowers to match. I did go back in and add a couple of trees up front. These ones right here, I just kind of felt like that would help. And then in the back, I had to fix the roof and some of the paint as well. So, yeah. And then back here, I just kind of put a tree just to hide this spot because I had nothing else for it. Like, there was no other reason. There was nothing there. So, and then along the side here, I do go back and I add in some bushes and things. I just don't remember where they're from. This one is from Romantic Garden. I kind of put these in between the windows. And this also gets mirrored on the other side. Like, they just kind of get mirrored. I just wanted to see what colors they were. And I really like this one. So it kind of just went with everything that I had already been using. So I do change this one to that. And then I think I use a base game bush in between them. So, yeah. And this is mirrored on the other side, like I said. It worked better doing it like that. So just kind of putting them all the way down. And yeah. And then all that's left is really spray paint. I did put a mailbox here. I don't know that you actually get mail here. But like I said, with the new Businesses and Hobbies pack, you might actually get mail here. I did use this flooring for the front. I just thought that was so pretty from For Rent. And then, yeah, mailbox right here. And then just going to do some terrain paint. And that's really the entire build. Like I said, it's available for download on my gallery. My ID is the Narrow Shadow. This is called Oaken Toys. Let me know if you have the same problem. Can your Sims go to a store in the Sims 4 and buy something? Because my Sims cannot, and I'm kind of sad about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my other videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone!